Hey there, hi there, ho there. Hello there, my name is Adam. Welcome back to the channel, Kaputy Inc. Today's video, we're going to go over a project I built way before I started the channel, but honestly it was something that inspired me to kind of start the channel. I thought people would be interested in seeing this, so we're going to go over Ryander's Rod Wagon. Let's get kicking. Check it out. So, this is it. This is something I made for the old Raiders there. Started life is just your basic radio flyer 90, I think, maybe model 90, that's what they call it, I'm not sure, Google it. Put in the comments if you had one as a kid, right? Anyways, not that I don't want to hear you comment, just like the corny shit people say. This started out just a whole wagon. It had like the axle in the back, and then it had the turn thing in the front, and they usually end up pretty loose, loose like your sister. Anytime. Anyways, so what I did is I built this subframe for it. This is just like some, what did I do here? I planned on popping holes in here, doing some speed holes, whatever, do some nice circles. So we got an inch and a half angle iron. I just built a basic frame for that. And the frame actually only goes to right here, right in front of the rear tires or whatever. I was trying to save a little bit of weight, so the frame goes here. I'll flip it up and show you a little bit. But frame goes there. Just a basic I-beam suspension. It's just a piece of square tubing or whatever, or rectangle tubing. And then I ordered a go-kart spindle kit. Don't have to bend anything. Everything's ready to go. You don't have to fuck around. Everything is what it is. Then the steering, I just made, it's just a piece of flat bar, but then I bought these go-kart tie rod links. A lot of this stuff is just go-kart parts. Bent this around, put a bolt through it. I made the handle. Handle's nothing special. We'll show it to you either way. Wheels, these are run flat, or they're not flat. They don't go flat. No flats. They must be either rubber filled or they're totally solid rubber or whatever. The fronts are aired up, and wish I would have got no flats on those because those are the aired up or whatever. But all these are greasable, so this thing rolls really smooth. Shouldn't go. Shouldn't get that squeak like your parents when you're 5. And you're like, what's going on in that room? There's some squeaking in the bed. Stuck in the wall. Anyway, so yeah, that's the basis of the chassis. Go-kart spindle. In the back here, we just have an axle, and then I have axle stops or collars on each side of it. And in the center of the tub here, I have some carrier bearings, and these carrier bearings bolt to the tub, and I actually have spacer blocks lifted it up. So the axle actually runs through the center of the tub, and that's how we get it so nice and low. So we'll get an upper view of the inside here. All right, precious cargo goes in here. Seat, this is just a bomber style seat, double-dyed holes, the whole 9. I've just got it mounted in there. I think I just got it like tack welded in there. Maybe I got it bolted in. No, I just got it tack welded in there or whatever. It's held up so far. We pick it up by that a lot of times. So shifter. This is out of like 4-cylinder Mercury Cougar, turbo 4-cylinder 5-speed. Don't be trying to catch me in the streets. But yeah, this is the leftover shifter from that. Pretty simple. Cut a hole, freaking bolt it down. Give it the 8-ball shift, gives us something to do. I'd always thought about hooking that up to a lever, and then you can put a small battery in here, and you can make the headlights and the taillights blink on or something, if they move the lever far enough, something like that, but I just never got to it. We got the gas print foot pedal, the footprint gas pedal in here, the Moon Eyes one. It's for a dimmer switch. They make the smaller one. Pretty cute. Works out for a kid. Nice little touch there. Other than that, we got seat belts. We didn't do seat belts at first, but then we realized that you want to keep them in the cart, so keep them in here. So seat belts it is. These are just some cheap ones. What are they called? Health line for your health. Yeah, that way they're not trying to get out and keep them buckled in. You never know. You're at a car show by a park and they take off down the hill, and you don't want them to fall out, right? You want them to attach this thing when it ends up in the bottom of the river. Anyways, let's move on. Front end, like I said, go-kart steering knuckles welded to just a piece of not even I-beam, just a piece of square tubing or rectangle tubing. It's like 1 inch by 2 inch or something like that. Works perfect. I think it gives it a good look. Kind of gives it a frame horn. Good place for your pivots to all match up. These are just some basic spotlights or something. I found them at a swap meet for like $2. They supposedly work. If they don't, I don't give a shit. But if they did, that'd be cool. I guess I left the wiring in them. So one day if I did want to like do that whole battery flash thing, I could. But yeah, that's the business front end of it. This thing's nice and heavy duty. My older daughter and my younger daughter can sit and ride in it. We're not worried about it. It holds up plenty of weight. Nice heavy duty frame. So, a little tour of the back end here. A couple of blue dots that would normally go in a blue dot taillight. You know, if you're going to do like a 50s Cruiser or whatever, or probably even before then they used to do that. They'd put the blue dots in the center of the taillight. Some more pinstriping we had done. Same guy that we had do the trike does this. So here's the rear suspension. So you can see where we got the pillow blocks in there, and they're actually on spacers to get them up so I could get my ride height exactly where I wanted it. Those are just like, I think they're 1.5 inch square tubing that they sit on, and they just bolt through that straight through the tub. Underside of the rig, as you can see, all it is just angle iron or whatever, welded up, pretty simple. Right back here, those are our bolts for our pillow blocks in the back. Everywhere the tub's bolted on, it probably got a little crazy, but it is what it is. Yeah. Pinstriping on this, white stripe on the wheels. We actually had them do kind of a scallop here. On the back of the lights here. These were done at different times. On the front wheels, we just got a purple pinstripe on the inside of the wheel. On the back, a little design with Rander's name on it. Yeah, every year we were going to go there, we just kind of planned on maybe having them do a little more. Like, hey, $40, add a little touch to it, you know, kind of thing. So, I think it turned out pretty sweet. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, feel free to comment. Moron. Tell me you want to see me doing more of my most excellent work. And if you want to see me doing more of my most excellent work, subscribe. See you on the next one.